Buongiorno. Welcome to this edition of DURKO's Notebook for the 2025 Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. It was a great weekend of racing we were witness to, and it's sad we're going to lose the Imola circuit. It's not coming back, and it's a great one. I love the place. It's in my handful of top circuits. Anyway, got a lot to talk about, so pull up a pew, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. You wouldn't fucking read about it. So the Imola circuit, it might not be the temple of speed that Monza is known for, but it's still, I think, one of the best circuits. It's challenging because it's narrow, it's up and down, it's got great curves, great test of the drivers themselves, and you can certainly get some speed up, especially going down the main straight into turn one. Tragically, it's been witness to some sad incidents over the years, and for some reason F1 don't want to go back to Imola, and they don't want Italy to have two races, which I think is stupid, because it's just a great circuit, and as I said, it's challenging for the drivers. And I think it's a beautiful place to watch the cars race, especially on that narrow circuit. It's just unreal. And of course, all the action was in the race, I believe, because Max got one of the best starts I think I've ever seen him do in his time as an F1 driver. And for any other driver, I think it was one of the most memorable starts we'll be witness to for a long time, because he absolutely got it. As soon as the five lights went out, he was on it into the first turn. And I think, I'm going to say sadly, I think Piastri was asleep at the wheel for most of that race, especially for that first corner, because George Russell was in there as part of the fight, but Piastri just didn't seem to take the challenge to Max as Max took it to him when he got into that first corner, and Max put himself in a position that he just couldn't get out of it. Piastri had to let him go through to take the lead, and from there it was game over. So hopefully for Monaco, Piastri will come back a bit more awake at the wheel, because I don't think it was his best race, and I just don't think he was committed as I've seen him at other races. So I give credit to Ferrari as well for their strategy. They pulled it off. They've obviously had a big think. Yes, we're coming to our first home race with a seven-time world champion, and we need to do something here to deliver for Hamilton in front of the Tifosi, and I think they got it right, which is of credit to them. I mean, Leclerc still got the shits and whinging about the whole weekend. It didn't go to plan for him, but certainly Hamilton's very happy with his fourth place. Now, eyes are again on McLaren and their tyre strategy, which I think's a problem they've got to fix. I mean, they've been going great guns, and then it's all just gone to shit again. Yes, they did end up at the front end of the race, the business end, but it could have been done better. So I think their tyre strategy is going to be called into question again. Now, my driver of the day, I've got to give it to Yuki Tsunoda. The poor bloke had a massive shunt over the course of the weekend, which stuffed his car during quali. Now, he had to start from the pit lane because of the amount of damage and repair that was needed for that car. He absolutely destroyed it. But to start from pit lane at Imola and then bring home a car that is basically built for Max, you've got to admit, to bring it home into P10 for a single point, I think is a credit to him as a bloke who's under pressure. Having done the sole seat swap debacle with Lawson, Yuki's, I think, probably finding his ground in that car, and that's a great result. And also, obviously, pit lane strategy calls as to when to come in. But for Tsunoda to come back from pit lane to 10th in a car where he's under pressure and he's got eyes on him, I think it's a great job. Now, of course, I want to talk about Colapinto. So obviously, he's been parachuted into Doohan's seat, and since Ollie's taken off from Alpine and no longer the boss there, Briatore's taken over the big chair, and he's made the decision that Colapinto's not going to do 5 or 6 races. He may see the whole season out, but that's going to probably come into review again, because Colapinto was put in there to do a better job than Doohan, and his first race out he's come P16, so there's going to be some more pressure on Colapinto again, especially through the next couple of races at Monaco, Spain and Canada, for him to dial into that Alpine A25 and deliver, if he's going to keep his seat or if they're going to spear him halfway through the season and bring a third driver in to partner Gasly. We'll just see what the revolving door at Enstone does. So that's it for this edition of DURKO's Notebook for the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. It was a great race, great circuit, loved it, just awesome. But of course, as I said, it's sad that we're losing Imola, and we keep absolutely garbage shithouse circuits like Miami. It's just a discredit to the sport, and it is not what it should be doing. It should be going to proper racing circuits to see a proper race. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, that's it for me. I'll talk to you next week after Monaco. Until then, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.